these things of which I speak shall have to pass. Come forth and answer to your names by manifesting my desires. Oh, hear the names.
Buonasera seguaci, ben arrivati, ben arrivata già.
Hola, ciao ragazzi, ciao
Allora,
e ciao a te Alan, bella seratina stasera.
oggi abbiamo uno dei nomi più importanti del black, death, folk e non solo, perché qui si va a incarnare l'arte, quell'arte del sentimento, quell'arte profonda, quell'arte immacolata. Oggi abbiamo il Melechesh, nome che è stato Nuclear Blast, etichetta tedesca, che a metà degli anni 90, all'improvviso nel 1995, appunto, nacquero i Melechesh. I Melechesh, un nome che ormai conosciamo tutti, per me è un onore immenso avere appunto Mr. Ashmedi, non so se la pronuncia corretta o quant'altro, ma è il leader proprio unico e veramente indiscutibile dei Melechesh. Veramente per noi è un grandissimo onore. Ricordo che nel 2025 sta per uscire a febbraio Enki, io lo leggo come appunto è scritto, album 2015, Enki è uscito del febbraio, scusate, non 2025.
No, infatti stavo leggendo su Metal Archives, ho detto aspetta un attimo, questo c'è
no, errore mio. Quindi consiglio ogni disco, veramente ogni disco.
Qual è il tuo preferito?
As Jerusalem Burns All in Tisar. Quello veramente è un disco del 1906 veramente fantastico. Ma andiamo a chiamare Mr. Ashmedi. Welcome.
Howdy, partner.
Hello, welcome al Calice Nero. It's an honor and a pleasure for us to have you tonight. And as we usually ask to every of our guests, please introduce yourself and your music to the audience of Il Calice Nero.
That's a crazy question.
The hard one. This is the difficult
yeah, it's like, here, you do all the work. Hi.
question.
I'm Ashmedai, and I do a black thrash metal band. Please accept me into this competition. Like The Voice. And my passion is music. I'm a fucking Ashmedai from Melechesh. It doesn't, I've done it. It's black thrash with Mediterranean music, and been doing it for a while. Thinking about Mesopotamian mythology and the occult and the cosmos, and yeah, that's and we combine our own style of extreme metal, which represents a very rich area in heritage and culture.
Straight to
and
the
one
point.
day. And one day, I hope I will be a model, and then I want to be on The Voice.
And you want the peace in the world, I think.
Yeah, well, that actually, I wouldn't mind that. A little bit less headache, so we can. Yeah.
In Miss Universe, they all want the peace for the world.
Yes, all them.
Thank you very much.
You love me. All the Miss Universe.
Thank you very much. I will translate for the Italian audience now. Allora, ragazzi, è mega simpatico perché effettivamente è una domanda un po' bastardella, però la facciamo a tutti. Io la faccio apposta per l'artista. L'open question, la domanda aperta sul di chi sei, cosa fai e raccontaci della tua musica. Lui ha detto mi sembra di essere un po' a The Voice, poi ha fatto un po' una parodia tipo di Miss Italia, Miss Universo. Infatti gli ho detto vuoi la pace nel mondo, perché le Miss vogliono sempre solo la pace nel mondo, e nulla, ci ha raccontato, è un pezzetto che suona, dicevamo prima, band nata nel 93, primo disco nel 95, quindi insomma hanno un bello storico all'attivo, mischiano un sacco di generi, ma fondamentalmente ne hanno creato uno loro di base, quindi sì, mischiano il black, il trash, l'heavy metal, ma la cosa importante è che parlano di mitologia della Mesopotamia, e quindi diciamo attingono non soltanto le storie, ma anche il sound di quella terra, e quindi ragazzi va ascoltato per capirlo. Io adoro quando non riusciamo a dare una definizione della musica che fanno i nostri ospiti. Accade purtroppo, o per fortuna molto spesso, perché abbiamo sempre dei grandissimi artisti, e ascoltatevi Melechesh, ragazzi, se non li conoscete, cosa che se non li conoscete shame on you, però insomma speriamo di farvi cosa gradita a suggerirveli, e sono proprio un tipo di musica molto molto one of a kind, diciamo, particolare, che si può appunto definire, come diceva lui, un mix di trash, heavy, black, che però trae la sua origine dalle terre del per noi basso Mediterraneo, ecco, per noi italiani ovviamente. Prego Alan, tocca a te, mi raccomando, perché se non se ne va lui me ne vado io, lo sai.
By the way, yeah? I'm gonna let you talk most of the time because I love this language. It's like music, I'm like, I'm listening to it. I love it.
It's like,
that's beautiful.
Do you understand? Do you know any kind of?
Yeah, I know some French. I know French, not fluent, but so I can kind of, Latin languages. There's a connection. So
yeah.
I was born with the name Murat George Cenan, so I made it Italian. Murati Cenano, it sounds very Italian.
Love you when you do it.
You've ever seen the meme of the movie Alien? Mm-hmm. There's the alien, the xenomorph. It's like the alien, and then they put two hands. They go Italian.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah. Alien. Then they put two hands with the alien, and it says Italian.
It's
Love
alien.
it.
It makes sense
Yeah.
to me.
With the two hands.
Oh my.
It's
Okay.
very expressive. I love it, really. Sorry for the interruption.
Don't worry at all. Alan was trying to formulate his very, very difficult question in Italian, very difficult for me to understand in Italian, then to translate. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Vai Alan.
We try.
L'evoluzione della vita attraverso i Melechesh, come si può spiegare?
I said a bad word because this question is if you have to explain the evolution of life through your music, how would you do it?
Evolution of life through my music?
Yeah. I'm sorry for you, but I told you.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you mean from when there were amoeba till humans and our music?
I don't know. I think you can take the question the way that you want, so don't worry.
Well, the evolution of music is one thing. Evolution of life through our music. When we first played the first note, there were dinosaurs on Earth. And then by the second note, there were all these cavemen. And by the last album, there was internet. So that was the evolution of life through my music. Yeah, the journey of life. Look, lost in translation. Let's say the band started the very primitive. We didn't even tune. We were like kids in '93, and we had a lot of drive. We wanted to do this Mediterranean with black metal. At the same time, there were dinosaurs, though. But we had electricity because the Anunnaki sent it to us. They sent us a generator. But we kind of like strive to have our own sound. And with the years, we managed to do that and have full control of it till it becomes our own style of black thrash, whatever you want to call it. Yes.
It totally makes sense to me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I told you before backstage, so you knew.
Well, let me tell you, just like life or anything you do or any project, it starts with a thought or an idea or an energy, and then it multiplies to something that it's out of your control, and then it spreads everywhere. Kind of like, basically the evolution of life, or when you spread a disease.
Okay, I got it. It makes sense to me. Thank you. I will translate. Allora, Alan, cioè ci siamo guardati tutti e due, vabbè, te le tue domande filosofiche, dovresti metterti in coppia con Marzullo, te, sarebbe veramente una conversazione interessante tra voi due. Allora, lui è molto simpatico, l'ha buttata un po' sul ridere all'inizio e poi è passato alla risposta seria. All'inizio perché ridevo, perché lui ha detto perché quando noi abbiamo iniziato diverso tempo fa eravamo insieme ai dinosauri praticamente, poi ci siamo evoluti, c'è stata la scoperta del fuoco e poi con l'ultimo album addirittura eravamo al primo computer. È passato un po' di tempo e quindi io ho riso per questo, per quello mi faceva un sacco ridere. E ha detto comunque come l'evoluzione della vita e della musica in generale, diciamo, questa è la parte seria, come quando si oddio mi manca la parola in italiano, raga, cioè aspettate un secondo. La diffusione, the spread, scusate, ma io so cosa vuol dire, ma a volte non connetto i due linguaggi. Come quando diffondi una malattia, quando diffondi un virus, l'evoluzione piano piano, sia musicale che come parallelamente l'evoluzione della vita, parte da una piccola cellula e poi si espande, si diffonde, e così è stato. Loro sono partiti da una piccola idea e sono piano piano arrivati a creare un loro sound unico che, come dicevamo prima, è veramente molto difficile da etichettare, perché volevano creare un black metal, un thrash metal, più black che thrash, che avesse questo sapore mediterraneo molto importante, e direi che ci sono riusciti alla grande.
Ok.
Oh, wait. Oh, there's also the part you missed in the first demo, because there was amoeba and then, dinosaur, life. There wasn't electricity, but the Anunnaki gave us a generator so we can plug our instruments. How could we play otherwise?
Giusto. Allora, ha detto praticamente che quando erano al primissimo stadio, quindi di ameba, che con il primo disco l'elettricità, ma sono riusciti ad avere dallo spazio a farsi dare un generatore dallo spazio in modo da plugare gli strumenti. Ecco, ok. Let's move on to a safer shore, that my part of the interview. So I will ask you a little easier questions. How was your upbringing in music? When and how did you start with music?
In the family, there's not really musicians, are there? Well, my godfather's a bass player, but anyway, music is, we really listen to a lot of music in the house. We were exposed to, that mainstream radio rock music, and I liked it. I got into it through, loving music, and especially like heavy metal, but I didn't know how to play. I just had a fake guitar. Literally, it looked like a guitar. Then I managed to buy a guitar, didn't know how to tune it, didn't know anything, never took a lesson, and just start making noise. And someone told me, just keep playing, just play. And somehow through evolution, I start learning the chords and stuff. Yeah, so it was really organic, and it was just driven by instinct and desire, nothing more. There was no one around to show you how to do it. You know what I mean? The first microphone stand was like some antenna thing with wire on a carton, and the drum set literally had duct tape on buckets. That's how I started with music, and it evolved. I got into the scene, the music, and just playing till something came out. The first day I got an electric guitar, I went back to the shop 5 times because I kept breaking strings. I didn't know how hard you need to play, He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, they break. Don't they break every time you touch them? It's like, no, they shouldn't be breaking like that. Maybe you're strumming too hard. So it was very organic. And here we are. But now I listen to many types of music, but what I play is exactly what I like to hear in my head. I'm not interested in playing other stuff,
How old were you when you picked up the very first guitar?
14 or something, 13, 14. And then electric guitar, I think I was 15 or 16. And on stage, on stage, I was with a death metal band the first time. I think I was 17. And that's when the same time I did, I'm 50 now, So, I started Melechesh a year after or something like that. Yeah, it's been around for 30, since 93 I started it, Jesus. Time flies, by the way. The last 20 years, I don't know where they went. But yeah.
And was your family, did your family support you and your...
No, okay. Not at all. No, the opposite. Like, don't do it. You can't do it. Don't do it. And the first album I have, you're stupid.
Oh my.
Yeah. You know, all my members in the band, session musicians, their families saw them play live. My mom till now never saw me on stage.
Oh my! Oh no!
Her friend from many years later, you know, I'm living in another country, once saw me on the cover of a magazine in some country, you know, in some airport or something. It's like, that's Antoinette's son. And then she tells her, you say he plays in a bar or something.
Is he famous, really?
Yeah, no, he plays in a bar. And she was in a wedding in Sweden, and some black metal guy's his mother's like, yeah, it's stupid.
Okay. So you didn't receive support.
Now they do. Now they do. You know, but that was back then. You know, once I got like some legal difficulties in bureaucracy here, and suddenly everybody like in the government over, oh, you're from that band. Oh, it's like, oh, they know you. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. It got me out of situations. It got me into situations. It got me in trouble, and it got me out of trouble when later years. In the early years, it got me in trouble. Now, oh, you're the guy from that band. Yeah, it's so cool, man. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I will translate. I will forget everything. Allora, raga, gli ho chiesto qual è stata la sua crescita, cioè, come ha iniziato con la musica, come è andata, come ha funzionato per lui. Mi ha detto che è stato un po' un percorso dovuto più al caso rispetto ad altro, cioè lui in casa sua sì, si ascoltava musica, però nessuno dei suoi familiari è un musicista. Ha detto, il mio padrino suona il basso, però insomma non è una figura che ha fatto da punto di riferimento per lui, per la musica. Semplicemente ascoltava la musica, verso i 14 anni ha deciso di si è imposto per farsi comprare una chitarra e ha detto, sono anche dovuto tornare tipo 50 volte al negozio perché ho rotto le corde più e più volte ai primi tentativi, perché suonavo con troppa irruenza, perché non avevo metodo, non sapevo minimamente di che cosa si parlasse, non sapevo come funzionavano gli strumenti, era proprio un divenire, uno scoprire completo dal nulla. Poi verso i 17 anni è salito sul primo palco con la prima band e di lì, diciamo, l'amore è veramente scoppiato completamente, e di lì a poco ha formato i Melechesh. Lui ha 50 anni adesso, quindi effettivamente i conti tornano, visto che sono nati nel 93. E io gli ho chiesto poi, ma la tua famiglia ti ha supportato in questa cosa? E cioè ha fatto no, assolutamente no, e l'ha detto un po' non con risentimento, ma con simpatia, perché dice, mia mamma non è mai venuta a vedere un mio spettacolo, però ci rimane ancora male quando si rende conto che abbiamo un seguito, che siamo conosciuti, perché mi ha sempre descritto come una persona che stava all'estero e faceva musica, ma le persone pensavano che io facessi tipo matrimoni, che suonassi in questa maniera, e invece poi addirittura un amico di mia madre in una rivista all'aeroporto ha visto me in copertina e ha detto, aspetta un attimo, ma allora è il figlio di, il nome di mia madre non me lo ricordo, e quindi è simpatica la cosa se ci pensi. Ha detto, la band all'inizio mi ha messo sempre in un sacco di casini, adesso perché faccio parte della band e perché la band è conosciuta riesco a levarmi dai casini, e quindi è una cosa bittersweet, agrodolce, che fa molto ridere questa. Lui è simpaticissimo comunque, ragazzi, io mi sto piegando in due. Anzi, buono con la prossima domanda, per favore.
Ora cerca di dipingere la tua arte con uno scalpello antico, però devi creare il tutto in maniera delicata. Per quale motivo? Perché questo scalpello si può rompere da un momento all'altro.
Dipingere o scolpire?
Scolpire e dipingere.
Okay, both. If you had to describe your music through a painting or a sculpture, what would you choose and why?
You know, that guy there, he's like Leonardo da Vinci or something, you know? He's coming up with these fucked up questions. Yeah, your friend there. What is this?
I'm so sorry.
Well, let me tell you, it's like that helicopter Leonardo did. It's like that.
Yeah, l'uomo vitruviano.
Yeah, it's definitely not like Michelangelo's whatever with the little penis. It's not like that.
I'm from Florence, so please.
I like it. No, I love Florence. Florence, my favorite town. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
No. Wait. I'm talking about that. That doesn't represent us. What I said is between the joking is very serious. Think of something eccentric. In a way, it looks like magic, but it's actually undiscovered knowledge. And that's how Leonardo da Vinci worked on, with his sculptures and inventions. So in a way, that's our band. You see, it all ties in. As above, so below. But in a way, it's not exactly a sculpture. It's more as an idea of being out of the box, but making it in a way that it makes sense eventually. It's from nothing into something that actually has, people when they listen to it, it sounds like, oh yeah, it sounds not like an experimental jazz or something. It makes sense what it is, but it wasn't existing before that. So in a way, kind of like the sketches and inventions of Leonardo da Vinci, but his questions are just as weird.
Yeah, I know. I told you.
That's cool.
It totally makes sense to me. So something that it's understandable for others, but it's
original.
Yeah, authentic. I think that it's...
Yeah, that's a better word, actually. Yeah.
Ok, thank you very much. I will translate. Allora, ha detto che sei... Grullo, no scherzo, Grullo si dice a Firenze. Ha detto che un po' le sue domande gli ricordano la loro musica e il senso per cui traduce, e ora ti spiego perché, un po' alla Leonardo da Vinci ha detto, e ha detto che, a parte gli scherzi, perché lo stai mettendo in difficoltà? Vabbè, ma a parte gli scherzi, ha detto Leonardo da Vinci potrebbe essere un'ottima rappresentazione, un ottimo metodo di rappresentazione per la loro musica, perché Leonardo dipingeva qualcosa che aveva senso per gli altri nel guardarlo, che quindi era, diciamo, familiare per gli altri, ma con dell'innovazione dentro. Aggiungo io, pensiamo alla Gioconda con la prospettiva aerea dietro, che è un'invenzione di Leonardo. Cioè, la Gioconda era il classico ritratto che si faceva di una donna di buona famiglia all'epoca, ok? Però appunto c'è l'invenzione, la differenza sta appunto nella prospettiva aerea. Ecco perché la Gioconda è così famosa. Prospettiva aerea, per chi, spiego per voi a casa, è nei quadri fino a prima di Leonardo, quando si dipingeva un quadro, si metteva tutto a fuoco, sia il primo piano, sia la figura in primo piano che l'ultima casa nello sfondo, mentre Leonardo capisce che più in là che si va, non importa essere miopi, ma più in là che si va, più in là che i dettagli vengono meno, e questo è la prospettiva aerea. E quindi lui ha detto che si potrebbe accostare la loro musica a questo metodo, nel senso nel fare musica che ha senso per l'orecchio altrui, perché è qualcosa, non è, ha detto, jazz sperimentale completamente fuori di testa, è una musica più o meno riconoscibile, ma che ha un suo core molto importante, molto, e soprattutto non tanto originale sì, ma autentico, soprattutto, che io è una parola che preferisco tantissimo sopra originale, perché l'originalità è un falso mito, è un falso merito, mentre l'autenticità è una cosa importante, perché essere autentico descrive te e te stesso soltanto. Tocca a me?
Yes.
Ok. Cosa gli chiedo? Allora, so, how do your songs how do your songs come about? What is the creative process behind your music?
There's no one way, you know. You use the word authentic. It's just a real process. But when I play the guitar, just randomly, you know, you can make a good riff or a bad riff, whatever. It doesn't mean you're gonna use it. It has to more, you know, when you walk in the street and see person and you kind of get a crush or you fall in love, you know, you feel something. That's when I'm playing. When you feel something, it doesn't have to be the best riff or the worst riff. It's you have to feel something in the stomach, but also maybe even more important is see something in the head, which is actually the coolest part about it. When I'm playing, it's like a movie in the head that's not made, you know, with the best graphics and imagery. So when that happens, then it becomes a story. There are some riffs that are just based on extreme metal or rock, but there's some riffs that are based on what I think is the sound of what I'm seeing, like a soundtrack, you know? And then whatever I'm seeing, I'm writing the story about it, you know? So that's usually the process. But it's not a method, you know? It's chaos and order. Sometimes it comes from an idea, and sometimes it comes from a riff that makes an image. That's the best way I can prescribe it. And it just has to be in the world of our band, you know. It doesn't have to be a style, a specific, whatever it is in that world, it will sound like the band. It could be a more extreme metal riff or a more thrashy riff or a more rock riff, but it will still sound like us. But it really needs to invoke an image in the head, like a movie. Like a vision, yeah.
So you like you have this idea, you pick up the guitar and start developing this idea. Then do you go to the rehearsal room with the other guys in the band?
Oh, okay, I get it. Well, I write everything, and that's why things take a long time too. So then I either make a demo or experiment in the rehearsal room, and I have the drum beats. I have the bass lines. Not, you know, bass lines are logical usually. Either it goes with the bass drum or it goes octave with the guitar, or you know, lower octaves and stuff. So or a combination. But yeah, you have the guitar riffs, and you start seeing the arrangements. That's producing basically, but also the drums has to correspond with it, and the drums for me is very important, you know. So yeah, and then I show it to the guys, and you know, and I always say to anyone, if you have a great idea and it invokes a vision, you know, we'll use it. You know, if it doesn't,
a real idea, not just a very first like riff.
No, yeah.
Front of the other guys with this is the song, this is the idea of the song, of everything. Let's okay, it makes sense. No, it's every artist has its own
well yeah, listen, I write everything and it takes a long time, but it has to invoke a vision. Sometimes I experiment in the studio, sometimes I experiment in the rehearsal studio, and I show people how it should. But I tell people, if you want to show me a riff, you got to censor yourself as well. Like between 100 riffs I make, maybe one riff I use. So it's not like, oh, I made this riff, let's use it. No, man, you know, it has to, and maybe it has to invoke something. That's all.
Okay, thank you. I think I got what you do. It's
good luck with translating it.
No, it's not. It's the worst part is to translate our questions, actually, to be honest with you. Allora, gli ho chiesto qual è il suo, cioè qual è il processo creativo dietro la sua musica, come funziona di base, perché sapete che ogni artista, ogni band fa un po' come gli pare, e quindi volevo sapere come nascevano le sue canzoni. Mi ha detto che di base compone tutto lui e vedi, per esempio, ho fatto questa domanda ad altre band negli ultimi tempi e in realtà qui siamo a a una situazione opposta rispetto a quello che ci hanno sempre risposto tutti. Tutti ci hanno sempre risposto: abbiamo un'idea, andiamo in sala prove e la sviluppiamo. Invece lui è un po' della mia scuola, cioè anch'io sono della sua scuola, eventualmente. Lui butta giù un'idea, butta giù un riff, poi ovviamente lo sviluppa. Tutte le canzoni, importantissimo, devono seguire una visione, quasi un film, ha detto, perché altrimenti non è solo il riff, è carino, è buono. Cioè lui scrive tipo 150 milioni di riff e poi sceglie quello più adeguato alla visione che vuole trascrivere in musica, altrimenti, nel senso, la musica deve avere un significato per lui e per la sua band. Anche questa non è sempre così. Come dicevo, va un po' controcorrente perché scrive l'idea generale non solo del brano, ma anche degli arrangiamenti, delle parti di batteria. Ha detto la batteria è molto molto importante nelle sue composizioni, e una volta che ha preprodotto, diciamo, ha fatto un demo di questa traccia, vanno in sala prove con gli altri ragazzi e ognuno può mettere anche del suo, ovviamente. L'importante è che sia tutto sempre a servizio di che cosa della storia che racconta la canzone. E quindi appunto stiamo vedendo il contrario di quello che ci dicono tanti musicisti in realtà che hanno iniziato negli anni 90, che sono molto più abituati a trovarsi in sala prove e buttar giù canzoni insieme, o comunque uno porta una canzone e la sviluppano in sala prove, mentre lui fa quello che fanno le band un po' più nate più recentemente, cioè preproduce tutto e poi dopo va in sala. Sono scuole di pensiero differenti, non c'è un giusto o uno sbagliato, ovviamente, insomma.
Perfetto. L'urlo del silenzio, come può essere suonato con i tuoi Melechesh? Questo urlo del silenzio è inteso di quelle personalità, di quelle persone che urlano in silenzio totalmente senza far sì che il proprio dolore venga appunto emerso attraverso le loro parole. Quindi questo significa rimanere nell'oblio, rimanere nel proprio silenzio, rimanere proprio nella propria angoscia, rimanere nel proprio dolore.
Io non ho capito. Cioè, allora...
L'urlo del silenzio è inteso quelle persone che cercano di urlare ma non vengono capite, oppure non riescono a parlare. I Melechesh come riescono a entrare all'interno della mente di queste persone?
Ok.
I see how you're like, how the fuck I'm gonna translate that into a question in English?
Okay.
I can see you're like, oh shit.
You can see the problem. I don't know if I really got it in Italian, so I'm trying to translate.
So you don't get it in Italian, and I'm supposed to get it through translation in English. That's not fair for me. Hey, that's not fair for me.
But I'm trying to ease your pain with this translation. Okay. Does your music can describe the unsaid and misunderstanding that people can face through their lives, and the cry of silence? Alan is using this kind of expression, the cry of silence, that means basically when you're feeling like unheard, and people don't understand you, and you're screaming in a room full of people, but no one is hearing you, and you don't know what to do. In which way your music, or let's try this way, is there a song or an album that can describe this kind of feeling?
I think this is a great question. Next question. Look, that's how politicians are. No, no, no. That's politicians. And it's a very important aspect that, and it's very good. Next question. No, no, really, it's a good question. Actually, it is a primal scream or cathartic, the music. The lyrics, they usually have like, not subliminal, but double meanings. And I let people have their own interpretation, but there things which are unsaid that I try to say it without, not say it, but talk about it. Not preach, but talk about it. Yes, there's a lot, but I don't want to say exactly, from Lost Tribes to Leper Jerusalem to trying to make sense of the chaos of the universe. Sometimes there are multiple meanings to a song, and there's a lot of metaphor. So yes, it is exactly like that. And it would say something that was never said or couldn't be articulated in a discussion, but it would be through music, from the origin of mankind, the fallacy or necessity of religions at certain times, or mythologies. What are they trying to say? How does it reflect to the daily life or to the mindset of people? So yes, actually, it's a very good question because of that. And that's how, for me, when I start listening to metal and then making it, it was a primal scream. It was the only way I could say, which I can't say. I have a lot of PTSD and trauma, and in a way, although now being in the industry causes more PTSD and trauma, but that was, it is the scream. It's the revolution of the soul, It's like, just bring it out through that. Some things happen out of necessity. Some things happen out of necessity. So it is a really good question.
And for the song, what would you choose?
There's a lot, like Rebirth of the Nemesis. It's about how reality and myth are altered. Like sometimes things are the opposite. I listen about the devil and sin and fire and pain. The most places I hear about it are holy places, religion talk about it. So it's like the most horror movie I know is there. So it's the opposite. And the most crimes could happen are from people who say they're good, and the Tiamat is the villain, or the how do you call it, the bad, evil, whatever. But but it's actually, maybe fate was never sealed in stone. Maybe it's backwards. That's why it's a Rebirth of the Nemesis. I say, don't fear Tiamat. Not everything. Look what's happening now. What you see on TV it's the opposite of reality. Like the villain is the victim, and the victim, they say, is actually the villain. And so these kind of things are examples. Leper Jerusalem or the Lost Tribes. It's all touching upon these things. The sand grain universe about our position in the world. It's endless. The pendulum speaks. It's even now in the world is like a pendulum. It's also in sociology and stuff. Sometimes these guys speak, and sometimes it overcorrects, goes to the right, then it overcorrects, goes to the left. Till the sand settles and there is consensus. So in a way, that is an interpretation.
Does it ever set?
Yes, there is always. There are times where the sand settles, and then there is a clear picture. But there might be later misinterpretations based on agendas in life. Basically, it's most times if your partner says, "Oh, my ex-partner is a narcissist," it's usually they're the narcissist. It's not always as is. So there is. I don't know if you say duality, but there's misconceptions, and these are the examples you asked about. Nothing is as it seems. Nothing's as it seems. every narrative you know from the TV is actually pretty much backwards.
Okay, so it has. We have a key of lecture for this. If everything that is on TV is the other reality, so we do have.
I'm not talking about science though. Science corrects itself, and this, but I'm talking about sociology and the narratives.
Got it. It's like there's a little bit Platonic and from Schopenhauer.
Yes, Schopenhauer is cool. I like Campbell. I like Schopenhauer, and I also like chicken cacciatori. I know how to cook it.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. Schopenhauer, chicken cacciatore, perfect.
Campbell soup, yeah.
Grazie, thank you. I will translate. Allora, non mi ricordo manco più la domanda. No, la domanda l'hai fatta te, sì, e quindi a posto. Allora, cacchio, abbiamo parlato per mezz'ora. Ora non mi ricordo più niente. Allora, il discorso, l'urlo del silenzio, appunto, l'incomprensione, il dualismo del periodo in cui viviamo, ma in generale in cui l'umanità si è sempre trovata. Lui ha detto che, allora, partendo dalle cose semplici, diciamo, gli ho chiesto, ma la tua musica, come mi hai chiesto te, può esprimere questa cosa? E ha detto, sì, in realtà tutta la nostra musica parla di questo, parla dell'essere incompresi, parla del guardare una realtà che in realtà, senti qui come parlo io, guardare una realtà che non è realmente come appare, realmente, sbagliavo l'avverbio, vabbè, insomma, è come guardare, ha detto ad esempio, quando guardi in televisione ti raccontano un fatto, spesso e volentieri non è quello che è successo, ma tentano di distorcerlo, ecco un pochino il velo attraverso cui guardiamo la realtà e quindi attraverso il cui siamo anche compresi dall'altro, è soggetto e oggetto importante della loro musica. Mi ha parlato di un sacco di canzoni, una in particolare per esempio dell'album del 2006, l'open track Rebirth of Nemesis, parla proprio di questo, parla del dualismo e degli opposti che spesso e volentieri sono due facce della stessa medaglia. Mi ha parlato anche della realtà, per questo ho detto un po' schopenhaueriana, della realtà intesa come un pendolo che continuamente oscilla e passa da una realtà all'altra senza farci ben capire di che tipo, in quale delle due realtà siamo. Ecco, la cosa è un po', addirittura forse un po', come dicevo, platonica oltre che schopenhaueriana, perché ciò che vediamo non è realmente quello che è, e quindi fenomeno e noumeno. Platone, qui stiamo andando sulla filosofia che non ho intenzione di spiegarvi stasera, però spero di aver tradotto più o meno quello che ha detto e di aver risposto alla tua domanda, Alan, però potremmo andare avanti per altri 6.000 milioni di anni. Quindi non lo so, vado avanti? Ti ho risposto?
Sì, questa è la copertina del disco, appunto 2006. Prego.
Cool. My question now, you've been in the music industry since the 90s, more or less. Do you think that the world and the music industry have changed for better or worse nowadays compared to the past?
Both. For better is it has a bigger reach, it's easier to listen to music. For worse, while there's a bigger reach, there's bigger problems, besides, like, before, people were listening to heavy metal out of passion, nothing more, and they were all one unit. They all shared the same value. They just love this music. Now it's divided like society is divided. Like, each person wants to get the normal day-to-day issues they have into the music as well, apply it there. Like, oh, this band is I believe, like, let's say, I believe that no one should eat chocolate. Oh, this band eats chocolate. We need to ban them. You know, I'm going to take my activism and apply it to my hobby. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to take their activism and apply it to their hobby. But the problem is half of the people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They get their information from some little article on the internet. So they take the wrong, skewed, inverted activism and apply it on the wrong person. And it's one big shit show. And there's, you know, people who are narcissists, but out of music, they want to be famous or something. I don't know why anybody wants to do that. You do music because you love sound music. That's all, you know? And then they go start using fake music, you know, be it softwares and stuff. And they go, look at me. Like, what have you done? You know, just play. Even don't worry about getting a record deal. Just play music from your heart. And that is the cathartic process. But a lot of people are applying their daily life beliefs. Before, here it was music, metal music. We go to it because it is expressive. It is like a extreme sport. You know, it's like very primal. Now it's like, oh, I'm gonna go there, and whatever I believe, I want to apply it, and I'm gonna make difference and activism in it. And it's dividing. You know what I mean? Instead of making it one scene, although it's big, but that's the problems come when the scene becomes bigger. So in a way, it's so fragmented, and you know, people on social media, they talk and comment. These are not the people who actually buy albums, but they are just put there kind of like an internet cancer, you know, that who are negative and stuff like that. It's
buying albums.
I don't know. It's exhausting, huh?
Yeah. I don't know, but is there anyone that's still buying albums or stuff?
Oh, that's
like
something
that?
else. Not consuming the actual thing from physical to digital. That's not a problem. Of course, we like when it's a physical product and you go to a shop, but that's not it. Because on the other hand, more people listen to it digitally. They buy it digitally. They stream it. You know. And of course, the bands don't get compensated as much, but there's more people listening. So more people come to shows, more people buy merchandise. You know what I mean? So there's always good and bad in both. But I'm just saying the changes are, you know, it got bigger. The underground scene, I'm not talking about mainstream of the glam rock 80s. I'm talking about the extreme metal. There's some airlines, like Turkish Airlines, they have one channel. There's even some death metal songs on it, on the radio of the, you know, where would you have that on an airplane? You know, it got bigger. So that's good. But on the other hand, when something is bigger, there's more people, so there are more opinions. And some people come, they're disruptors, but not disruptors for good. They're just disruptors because they want to make self-significance. You know, they become, you can't do this, cancel that, do this, do that, and it's making a big mess, you know. And the social media give you that platform. Let me put it this way: democracy as a concept is a beautiful concept. Yeah. But democracy, when people are misinformed or don't bother to get the information, it's a disaster. You know, you want to build a dam because the lake is going to flood. You give the information. This water is going to flood the village. Build a dam. You're informed. You vote for it. Someone comes like, no, that's not going to happen. No, don't worry. You know, like that. It's misinformation. Or I read an article on Facebook, and that's it. So when something gets bigger, there are more opinions. And it's very fucked up for the music scene as well. Yeah.
Okay, it makes sense to me what you're saying. But do you think that oh no, first of all, how did you adapt from the real to digital? Is there was it a real did it have impact on you and your band? Was it
yes. like I say, there's more people knowing us, more people buying the merch. We're known in more corners of the world. Albums are different. The physical are always less, but the streams are more. Actually, the more you get streams, the more you get accessibility for people to hear you. So there's good and bad for both. But there's
Mhm.
more people knowing you, so more people can come to concerts and see you. You know what I mean? But
Good thing,
uh,
mainly.
what?
Mainly is a good thing when you
Well,
are
yeah, there's good. It's good. It's good. But of course, there's always the classic albums. But don't forget, because of digital music, for example, there's more people buying vinyl who want to have a collector. So vinyl sales went up instead of CD sales. So there's always good and bad in everything, but also there's more exploitation. But then again, everybody exploits everybody. You know, like when you see the royalty rates out of streaming, it's insane. You know, and usually the artist gets screwed over. But that's normal. Entrepreneurs versus the product and slave labor. You know, this is. But when
always
you
there.
do, you know, it's always yeah.
Mhm.
So. There's good and there's bad, and you know, like I say, it's a pendulum effect. Everything settles down eventually, and it'll be
Mhm.
streamlined. But when it comes to making music, some people are just faking music. They
Mhm.
take pre-made drum beats. They go like 1, 2, 3, Lego. Here's a shit sandwich. Eat it. You know what I mean? And
It's just,
I'm like, there's no soul in that.
I think that it's because it has become something really easy to make music. I mean,
Yes,
something really handy for everyone. You just push a button and
yes, but they'll never be good.
yeah. No, yeah, I know what you mean, but it's is linked to your answer.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
good and there's bad in everything like that, you know. So you have to see all the outcome. But the outcome is there are bigger festivals, more people come to concerts, which is fantastic. And it's very good for the people who can't get the albums. There are countries that don't have distribution or anything like that. Now they listen to music. Fantastic. They are exposed to great music. So I'm very happy for that.
okay, thank you. I will translate. Not easy for me to remember everything that we just said.
Of
Allora,
course.
gli ho fatto la mia classicona, nel senso di, siccome lui è attivo dal 93, volevo
Uh,
sapere cosa ne pensava del cambiamento che c'è stato nella musica, come si è adattato lui dagli anni 90 a oggi. Insomma, negli anni 90 si vendevano i dischi, oggi non si vendono più, dal passaggio dal fisico al digitale. Insomma, volevo sapere questo. E lui mi ha detto, ovviamente ci sono cose buone e cattive, cioè ci sono cose che erano meglio prima e cose che sono meglio ora. Partiamo dicendo che prima la scena era molto più lui parla ovviamente per quel che riguarda lui, quindi la musica estrema. Per quel che riguarda la musica estrema, in realtà il passaggio è
yeah.
andato un po' a migliorare la situazione, perché prima era una nicchia molto chiusa, mentre oggi, avendo la disponibilità delle piattaforme digitali, di internet, eccetera, uno riesce a farsi ascoltare e ad appassionarsi anche al genere dall'altro lato da ascoltatore con molta più facilità rispetto a prima. E quindi sì, è vero, non si comprano gli album, però avendo più possibilità di farti conoscere in tutti i paesi del mondo, tante più persone ti conoscono e tante più persone vengono ai concerti. Per la cosa negativa invece ha detto, bene, prima sì, per certi versi era più facile trovare musica che avesse della sostanza e del contenuto, cosa che oggi invece è più difficile, perché ovviamente se prima eravamo pochi e adesso siamo tanti, tra i tanti è più facile trovare persone che scrivono una canzone tanto per scriverla. Perché? Perché è diventato tutto molto più semplice con i mezzi tecnologici, eccetera, eccetera. Quindi diciamo sono due lati, come prima diceva, oscilliamo un po' tra il bene e il male, però ha detto, se devo scegliere, credo, sono molto felice di vivere in questo momento tecnologico, diciamo, in quest'era tecnologica, proprio perché più riesci a far ascoltare la tua musica. E soprattutto, anche un'altra cosa, ha detto, in tanti paesi dove prima un disco tuo non sarebbe mai arrivato, adesso c'è Spotify, per dirne uno, o comunque tutte le piattaforme digitali, e quindi a quelle persone arriva la tua musica, cosa che prima sarebbe stato impossibile con la sola distribuzione fisica o con le sole radio riferite ovviamente nazionali e regionali, ecco. Quindi diciamo meglio ora che prima per tanti aspetti, però appunto giustamente lui fa sempre riferimento al suo ambiente, quindi musica estrema. Io direi Alan, visto che è un'ora.
Sì, le ultime due domande, vai. La tua e poi la mia, vai.
Allora, now is my turn to torture you, because at the end of the interview, this is my turn now, and it's always been the Alan's turn, now it's mine. Here at Calice Nero we have a tradition, the Italian question, a question of typical Italian topics at the end of the interview. So tonight we're going to talk about Italian Hollywood, so the film city Cinecittà, because we have a city that is our Hollywood. In which Italian city is the Cinecittà film city located? And I'll give you some options. Number 1, Rome. 2, Milan. 3, Florence. 4, Naples.
I would go between Florence and Milan.
Which one? Florence?
I don't know. I'm guessing. What the fuck? How much money I'm gonna win? What is this? The week is. Usually Milan has to do with industry and fashion, but Florence got its own wackiness too. Should I say Milan?
Okay.
But my heart says Florence. It's
No.
wrong.
Neither of two.
What is it from? Rome,
It's-
really? In a capital city, they have okay, but yeah, I didn't even know about that city. I know about the industry. I didn't know it was in Roma.
Milan is for fashion, Florence is for Renaissance and art, and Rome is for movie.
I didn't know they made movies in Rome. Yeah, but I know that there's a big industry. I didn't know which city.
You didn't pass the Italian test. Shame on you.
Well, if that's the Italian test, I mean, I can, see, I'll tell Padre Molestini to come to your
study
dreams.
for the next interview. You better study, because the Italian test will be harder than
So
this.
the Italian, wait, you're asking a musician from outside about movies in Italy. Which city? Okay.
It's not the hardest question that I've asked to our guests. I'm also, I can be a little worse if I want. So this was not
but okay, but you know, the Italians had a very big history with a lot of crazy films, from what was it, westerns to those like super like Conan type of stuff with the muscles. Even they would use multiple films, same footage. Yeah.
Now you know that they were all made in Rome. There's only Rome for movies here.
Amazing.
Nothing here.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm levitating with knowledge. Oh, you know, enlightenment. Oh. I see the cells and the universe better now. Wow.
Now you know it. So now there is
Thank you for the education.
Now there is the channel, the question of the channel. Tocca a te. Ah no, devo tradurre. Sorry, I forgot to translate. Allora, gli ho fatto una domanda, gli ho chiesto dove si trova Cinecittà. Era un po' difficilotta, ma non è una delle più difficili che ho fatto. Ne ho fatte molto più bastardelle, sinceramente, da quando abbiamo iniziato. Gli ho chiesto dove si trova, in che città italiana si trova la Mecca del cinema, cioè la nostra Hollywood, e gli ho dato le opzioni: Roma, Milano, Firenze, Napoli, e lui era deciso tra Milano e Firenze, e ho fatto no, non ci hai preso, è Roma. E ora adesso gli abbiamo insegnato che Roma tutti i film italiani, ragazzi, io penso che non si produca altro che a Roma a livello cinematografico, ma probabilmente anche di fiction, tutte le robe che abbiamo, e nulla, raga, Cinecittà è a Roma, dai, noi non lo sapemo, come dicono a Roma.
Ok, allora, all'interno del calice, questo calice che può essere sacro e antisacro allo stesso momento, una bevanda allorquanto strana e particolare che ricorda la Mesopotamia, quindi ricorda le parti antiche appunto della terra dei Melechesh, non la birra, non whisky, non il vino, ma qualche appunto mescola, qualche miscela antica fatte dagli antenati, quindi dai genitori appunto di Miser Ashmedi. Quale potrebbe essere?
Ok, glielo lascio decidere a lui. This is the black chalice, in Italian Calice Nero. So if you had to drink something with the black chalice to describe your music and this, what would you drink and why?
Antica però.
Holy water.
Holy
Probably
water.
wine.
Mm-hmm.
Probably wine, like good wine or good sophisticated single malt whiskey. One of those, either a good wine or a good whiskey. But again, you are thinking in binary. It's multiple things, you know. So maybe a cocktail. I don't know.
Which one?
I'm not gonna answer which one because I am a non-binary person.
Okay, it makes sense to me.
In my mind, it's everything and nothing. So I would go from one perspective, it's wine, and it's one perspective, it's a good whiskey, and in another perspective, it's very extra virgin olive oil, and sometimes the best thing in the world, a glass of water.
Holy water.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Thank you so much. Do you have plans
Bellissimo.
about
Yeah.
touring Italy in the next
Well,
period?
look, we've been, we've toured for the last album so many times. Now, which delayed the writing, and then the COVID came, and then other shit happened, delays in the studio. Now our EP is coming out soon, a brand new EP. Yes, it's called Sentinels of Shamash. It's the first time I think I say the name. It's ready. It's done. Yeah, Sentinels of Shamash. It's ready. It's done. It's just, I think they're arranging the photo or something, and then it'll be out. I'll let you know. New label, you'll know soon. It's and based on that, the EP is a tool also for us to do more touring. So stay tuned about that. But the EP is coming out very, very soon.
Do you have a date?
It should have been out a month ago, but there was the cover art. I rejected it, so we needed to do another one. So
Okay.
In the next few weeks, we've been saying it like that, but it is in the next few weeks. But it's mixed, it's ready, it sounds amazing. The cover art is done. There are photo shoots, but it's now some just little preparations to get it out. Yeah. In the next few, it's going to be out like incrementally each month or one song, but also it's going to be available on vinyl. We'll have a press release about that very, very soon.
Please let us know, and we will post and say to our audience about this new EP. We're super happy because it's a little long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
yes, I know.
It's
been Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law from the touring tour. We did like around 10 tours in Europe, and then there's then other places, and then there's the COVID delays, and then happened. I went to the studio. What was it already like 2-3 years ago, and then we got delayed in the studio, so we had to start all over again. But all good. The EP is fantastic. I'm very proud of it. Whoever hears it behind the scenes are very happy with it. So yeah, stay tuned.
This is the important thing. No matter how many years or months or decades it takes, the most important thing that you are
quality. Yeah.
and it describes the reality of what you wanted to say.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
The most important thing. Thank you so much. Whenever it will be out, or you will be back on tour, let us know. It would be a pleasure and an honor for us to have you again, if you would like to.
I love it because I get to hear a lot of Italian. It's beautiful language. While you were talking, I was putting drum beats to your talking. It's so musical. No, it's beautiful. It's a compliment, really. I love it. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, for your patience also. Because
thank you for your patience with me, because I think I had an interview and I didn't know.
I had a blast. It's been a pleasure to know you. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Take care, my friends. Take care, my friends.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Allora, siccome lui, come dice Walt Whitman, madonna, non so manco parlare l'italiano, che Whitman comunque non è italiano, io contengo moltitudini. Lui ha detto: allo stesso tempo berrei 3 differenti cose nel Calice Nero per descrivere la sua musica: del vino rosso molto di carattere, del buon whisky invecchiato e un bel bicchiere d'acqua, meglio se santa. In questa maniera lui descrive le 3 fasi del pendolo: destra, sinistra e centro. Poi gli ho chiesto, ma quindi che si fa? Si pubblica un album, si fa un tour? Dacci qualche news. E ha detto che sono lì per pubblicare un EP, ragazzi, è dal 2015 non pubblicano niente, quindi ci ha dato il titolo in anteprima. L'EP si chiamerà Sentinel of Shamash, uscirà nelle prossime settimane, ancora non hanno una data precisa perché lui ha rifiutato la copertina dell'album, quindi hanno un pochino ritardato la questione, però uscirà tra poche settimane, ripeto, EP Sentinel of Shamash. Sarà disponibile non soltanto su tutte le piattaforme, ma anche in compact e in vinile, quindi acquistatelo quando uscirà e ci farà sapere a breve quando torneranno in tour per presentare il nuovo EP. Io, raga, pure l'anteprima ci abbiamo avuto stasera. Meglio di così non si poteva fare.
Ok ragazzi, questo è tutto. Noi ritorniamo direttamente il 23, doppia puntata di mattina e poi di notte tardi, con una band italiana e una band estera di mattina, dalle 10 alle 11 del mattino, che verrà pubblicizzata domani. Niente, grazie Giada, già detta. Noi ci vediamo appunto dopodomani. Con questo è tutto. Il grande spettacolo continua, non si fermerà mai. Il codice è 000. La morte vi renderà liberi. Au revoir.